Just a second. Good morning. So we have audience. So we can start. Happy Dashera. Happy Dashera to everyone. Yes. So we are going to talk about Purvashada Nakshatra today and what it all represents and how we can interpret this nakshatra. Okay. So just a second. Right. So Purvashada falls into Sagittarius sign. It starts at 13 degree 20 minutes of Sagittarius and ends at 26 degree 40 minutes of Sagittarius. So the whole of Purvashada is in the middle section of Sagittarius. So Purvashada, whenever a nakshatra is falling into the middle portion of a sign, it shows that that sign qualities and that nakshatra's qualities can be very similar. Okay. So it can be like that person, that nakshatra's traits and characteristics are very common with or very similar to that sign's traits and characteristics. So Purvashada and Sagittarius have very similar characteristics, similar things they represent. This is the first indication we get. Then this name Purva Ashada. Ashada means victory. Okay, winning over someone. Okay, uh, it is this nakshatra name Purva Ashada means the former invincible one, the former unconquered, or the undefeated. Okay, or it is also interpreted as initial victories in life. Okay, Purvashada is the nakshatra which can be translated into English as initial victories in life. Okay, its representation is a handheld fan by which we can relax ourselves through cool air, and its alternate representation is winnowing basket. Okay. So these two are representations. So this is the thing. Then deity of this nakshatra is Apas, the goddess of water or ocean. The lord of this nakshatra is Venus, and sign lord is Jupiter. Okay. The mythological story we can attach to this nakshatra is about the churning of the ocean, where as the nakshatra deity is the goddess of water or goddess of ocean. Apas, the mythological story is related with churning of ocean, where gods and demons were churning the ocean, and lots of things came out of the ocean, and one of the things was nectar of immortality, for which the churning had begun. Okay, so that story is related with this nakshatra. uh, then prominence of a nakshatra. Okay, now let's understand this nakshatra in a particular order. So as I say that nakshatras normally come into a series or sequel order. Okay, this series is starting with Mula. Okay, as we discussed last time in last session, is that Mula is the nakshatra of research. Okay, it is the nakshatra of random research, researching about anything. It is just like you are on your YouTube page, and you can see thousands of video links in front of you. Okay, One video link can be of a movie, another can be of a news, third link can be of a crime story. So Moola is about that random research. Okay, Moola doesn't care if the information is useful or not useful. It is only about researching and collecting the information. It is about grasping the information. That is the gist of the Moola. That it wants to uh, get the information. Now we get into the second step. Second step is Purvashara. When we segregate useful information from not so useful information. Okay, when we got all the information in Mula Nakshatra, now you are segregating between what is useful information from this whole information and what is not so useful, which we can discard. Okay, that is the process of Purvashara. Okay, uh, let me give you an example. Suppose someone told me that he wants to meet an astrologer in India at Hyderabad city whose name is Vishal. Okay, so I started searching for the astrologers in at Hyderabad in India whose name are Vishal, and I found around 100 or 150, but that person doesn't want to meet 150 people. Okay, so this is the first step of Moola, the random research, when I am just researching and collecting information. Now he will give me additional criteria that this the Vishal astrologer has this age, he lives into that area of Hyderabad. Now I can do a specified research. Okay, that okay, in this age group, among these 150 people and this area of Hyderabad, now I get the actual person whom he wants to meet. So Purva Shada is the nakshatra of specified research, specified knowledge, or specified education. It is like you are doing, when you are doing your education up to graduation, you are studying all the subjects. Okay, Purvashada, that is the stage of Mula, where you are studying up to graduation and you are studying almost all the subjects. Now you are at post graduation level. Now you are not studying all the subjects. You are studying at a particular subject, maybe a particular topic or thing, okay, to discuss about. So that is the process of this Purvashada. It is very specified. It is like your higher education. It is like doing your postgrad or PhD or DLit kind of thing. Okay, so Purvashada represents higher education. That's why Purvashada represents higher education. Anything related with the postgrad or PhD or any higher studies, okay, where you are focusing at certain specified topic or a certain specified subject, that is the level of Purvashada. It is also the nakshatra of your this guiding and counseling people, because when you have knowledge, you are bound to share the knowledge. Okay, you cannot keep knowledge within you over a long period of time. Understand this thing also, that like we have these three compartments in our mind: so conscious mind, subconscious mind, and then unconscious mind, right? So when I'm acquiring lot of information, lot of knowledge, I can keep only a limited amount of information in my conscious mind, because my conscious mind is needed to look after the daily needs. Okay, look after my daily life, where I need to remember many things. Okay, so my conscious mind can keep only a small portion of the information which I am collecting. Other informations will go back into subconscious mind and unconscious mind. Okay, slowly they will move into unconscious mind. That what I mean to say is that if I am learning something, if I have knowledge of something, then I am supposed to share with others, because sooner or later I will forget it. Okay, sooner or later it will go out of my mind. That's why this nakshatra is also related with sharing your knowledge. Either ways, either you are teaching someone, or you are counseling, you are just knowledge sharing, you are guiding someone, okay, consultancy services, all these things are related with purva shada. uh, Now there is one more thing. So we can see teachers, we can see counselors, we can see guides of any nature. Now these are broad terms. Okay, so even I am in knowledge sharing business. If someone is an IT consultant, that then he is also in knowledge sharing business. If someone is someone is director of a movie, he is sharing his knowledge. Okay, so in a way we all are sharing our knowledge with others. Okay, at any point of time, means in any profession you are supposed to share the knowledge. So purva shada relates to that process. Okay, of sharing the knowledge with others. Okay, another thing we can relate with purva shada is like initial upbringing. Okay, because what is happening in again understand this nakshatra from mula itself. In mula we are uprooting something. Okay, as we discussed, mula is the nakshatra of destruction. So in mula we go through the process of destruction. Now in purva shada it is time of recreation. Okay, after going through a process of destruction, you have to recreate something, and for recreating you have to start from the initial steps again. You have to start all over again. Okay, that is why it is translated as initial victories. So when we look an example I can give is a child. Okay, if a child is there and we are providing him education, we are providing him the basic facilities by which he can prosper at that tender age. It is about the process of purva shada. You are giving the proper opportunity to that child to means enhance or grow in life. Okay, that is also an indication or result of purva shada nakshatra. So this is also taking care of someone initially. New beginnings in life are also seen. Recreation, reformation, going through a transformation process, and again restarting something is also seen from this nakshatra, purva shada. Okay, then as it is coming into the Sagittarius sign. Okay, understand one thing, that it is coming into Sagittarius sign, which has the energy of the ninth house, as it is the ninth sign. Ninth house is the house of optimism. It is the house of fortune, luck. So when purva shada is falling into the middle portion of Sagittarius, which is the ninth sign, this nakshatra also represents optimistic people. If someone has sun, moon, or your this ascendant nakshatra or lot of planet in purva shada, this person can be very optimistic in his life. Okay, the symbolism of handheld fan is about nourishing others, or taking care of others, or sharing your knowledge, or counseling, or healing others. That is seen through this symbol of handheld fan. This is churning. As the story of churning of ocean is connected with this nakshatra, it has its own spiritual significances also. Okay, that nectar of immortality is nothing but the immortal soul we all have. So this nakshatra can make someone realize his immortality, can make someone go into a spiritual field and realize his eternal soul or nectar of immortality, which is inside all of us. Okay, so that is also one of the reason. Okay. Okay, now one thing which is very interesting with this nakshatra is that what we are doing is segregating useful information from not so useful. Okay, when a planet is in Purvashada nakshatra, or a person has Purvashada very strong or prominent in his chart, they can be very good at segregating things, they can be very good at analyzing things, rationalizing things. Okay, if they are segregating, okay, if they are saying yes to something or no to something, then they always have very good reasons for saying that. They are very good at rationalizing it. Okay, so they can be very good in arguments, they can be very good in logic. Okay, so they can present their logic in a very systematic way, because that is what we are doing in Purvashada. We are segregating things which are useful from not so useful. Now we have to give the logic why we think that this thing is useful and why we think that this thing is not so useful. So they are very good at doing this, rationalizing things. Another thing is that now the next nakshatra is Uttarashada, and Uttarashada goes into Capricorn sign. It is ruled by Sun and it is going into Capricorn sign. Sun and Capricorn both represent authority and recognition. Purvashada is before that. Okay, so Purvashada is not about authority and recognition. Means they just want to share their knowledge. Understand it like this. So if I have knowledge, I am just sharing it. If I am a Purvashada person, I have the knowledge, I am sharing with others. I don't care if someone is giving recognition to me or if I am getting any authority out of it. It is almost impossible for a Purvashada person to keep the knowledge or information up to himself. It is necessary for them to share. It is quite natural for them. Okay, so it is not that they are sharing, they are bound to share. Okay, they don't what I mean to say, they don't think about authority or recognition from their knowledge sharing. They are natural teachers, they are natural guides. Okay, even if you don't give any recognition to their efforts, any recognition to their work, they will not be like disappointed with that, because they are not even thinking about it. As Venus rules it, and Venus represents finance, wealth, creativity, so we can say that this nakshatra can also take someone towards creativity and wealth related matters or finance related higher education when Purvashada is involved. Okay, basically Purvashada is we can summarize this nakshatra in 2-3 points. Is that first of all, it is about higher education, getting specified education, getting some specific education about a particular subject or particular topic. It is not about random research or collecting random information. It is specific information. Okay, second thing is where it is like it is about sharing your knowledge, because as I said, you cannot keep your knowledge with you for a long time. It is bound to get it is bound to go into the subconscious and unconscious mind slowly, and you will forget it. So another thing which we can relate with this nakshatra is sharing your knowledge, guiding, counseling kind of work. Most commonly they can be seen as teachers, counselors, healers. Then that is most common profession for a Purvashara person. Then, as I said, they can be very good at rationalizing things. They can be good at very good at giving reasons for their decision. What decisions they are taking, and what are the reasons behind those decisions. It is about initial care you give to someone. Okay, as the nakshatra represents initial victories in life, it is also about initial care we give to someone. Um, in life, okay, either it is child or it is your student or anything. It is about just giving that initial support to the person. Okay, as the story of churning of ocean is involved with this nakshatra, it can be like it can be used for your spiritual evolution also. It can be used for your spiritual growth also, if someone is interested, if someone is of that evolution level. So these are the common things of this Purvashara nakshatra. Now after this, the most important thing is that they are natural teachers, and they are not looking for authority and recognition. They will look for authority and recognition in Uttarashada. Next nakshatra is of Uttarashada. As I said, it is ruled by Sun. It moves into Capricorn sign, from Sagittarius to Capricorn, which is the sign of authority and recognition. So if someone has Uttarashada prominent, they will be ambitious. They will be looking for authority and recognition. They will not share their knowledge just like that, unless and until you are giving them recognition for that. Okay, so that is the difference between Purvashada and Uttarashada, which will be discuss in detail in next session. Happy Dashera. Hi Megul. My sister's moon was there. Okay. Moon in Moon in Purvashada means mind is in knowledge oriented matters. Purvashada studies for a task of sharing. Yes, I just said that. My sister has had Jupiter Mula and Purvashada moon in second. She was always class topper. Did second top in biochemic medicine, but she has a typical Mula thing. She blamed everyone to be a witch. And tantric harming her. Later I realized probably she was right. Maybe that Jupiter in Mula could have given her interest in these occult things, but otherwise it is moon in Sagittarius or moon in Purvashada is very much knowledge oriented placement. It is like mind is in knowledge. My mind is in knowledge gaining and knowledge sharing. The more they gain knowledge, the more they share the knowledge, better it is for them. I see not taking a ground, then Purvashada to use the potato or applied purpose to feed others or self to others. Maybe. Yeah, we can say so. Saturn in Purvashada in 11th house. Okay. Saturn in Purvashada in 11th house is that all the qualities we discussed about Purvashada, these qualities will develop in person with delay, hard work and perseverance. You have to just apply the Saturn's characteristics. Okay. Purvashada has its own characteristic. Now Saturn is there, so you have to put your hard work and perseverance, and you will achieve all these traits and qualities of Purvashada which we discussed with after putting those efforts with delay. Okay, plus it is also in 11th house, which is Upachya house, so again it shows that someone is getting the authority, someone is getting the someone is realizing the traits and characteristics of Purvashada after let's say in his or her 30s. Okay, I have Mercury, Venus in Mula and Sun in Purvashada nakshatra. Purvashada is my karma nakshatra too. So is that means the karma nakshatra means anyways, so is that mean okay, does that mean the person thinks and loves to dig deeper and deeper into research and Purvashada? After a lot of churning, this person shares the useful information in the world by guiding and also after facing lots of destruction and transformation in life, the soul is gradually moving towards recreation to walk on path of the victory. Yeah, we can say all these things which you have stated. It is like Mercury, Venus in Mula. So the basic skill, Mercury and Venus are together. Whenever Mercury and Venus are together, person can be very skillful, they can be very creative. Now it is in Purvashada and Sagittarius. So it is like creativity which is knowledge oriented. First of all, it is making you knowledge oriented. It is making you put your skills and creative efforts in the knowledge oriented field. You are gaining a lot of information. Okay. Now Sun is in Purvashada. Sun is your authority, career and recognition. Then Purvashada is about sharing knowledge, being a teacher, guide and counselor. So it is like whatever you are collecting through Mercury, Venus and Mula. Now you are segregating what is useful, what is not so useful, and then you are sharing that knowledge with Sun in Purvashada with others, which is useful. And that because Sun is there now, normally the person who has and generally Purvashada is not about getting authority and recognition, but as Sun is there, this person can be about getting the authority and recognition also, because Sun itself represents authority. So they can be interested in getting the authority and recognition in return when they are sharing their knowledge. Okay. And other characteristics are also correct. Then like in Mula, person is going through lots of destruction in life, personal life, professional life. And then when Sun is in Purvashada, is about Sun is your soul, and Purvashada is about recreation. Okay, after going through those destruction, you are recreation and realizing yourself again. You are realizing your soul again. Okay, so that can be the lead you to the spiritual path. Okay. And this is my Lagna Nakshatra with Ketu and Guru's transition. I suddenly became interested in spirituality and astrology. Right. So again, it is more because of Ketu's transition. Ketu is occult. Okay. So and Jupiter transition only supported it. Okay. Jupiter provided the support, but Ketu's transition, I think, was the main reason. What about Saturn in Purvashada in 11th house for Aquarius ascendant? Same thing. Okay. As Saturn is about delay, hard work and perseverance, this person is going to get the results of Purvashada After certain delay, hard work and perseverance. Okay, things related with Purvashada is not going to come easy, and mostly the results will be gained in person's 30s, from the person's 30s. It is with Mars in Mula in 11th house. It is like Mars in Mula, efforts are going into research. So it shows that a person can be very research oriented, and that research is further making you work hard on your Purva Shada related things. Hello. Uh, Gemini ascendant, 5th lord, 12th lord, Venus in Purva Shada. Gemini ascendant. Gemini means 7th house, Purva Shada. 5th lord, 12th lord, Venus. Venus is what you love to do. Okay. Venus in Purvashada in Sagittarius shows a natural love towards knowledge, a natural love towards sharing the knowledge with others, love towards different culture, different philosophy, literatures, okay, religions. So this person can be interested in all these things. Plus, it shows that the person's partner can be from different caste or culture, maybe even from foreign lands, because Venus is also 12th lord here. Okay, so that can also be the case. And then most probably a desire of love marriage, because 5th lord is coming into the 7th house, so a desire of love marriage is there. More you share, more this person shares the knowledge with others, the more this person guides, counsel others, the more he will gain in his life. Thank you. So any further question? I am also doing Saturday sessions on YouTube, so if any of you wants to join, they can join. Thank you. God bless you too. Thank you. I think we are done. Okay. Let's see next week with Uttarashada. As I said, Uttarashada is more about gaining authority. Okay. Now again, if we go into series, Mula is about collecting information, random information. Purvashada is about a specified education. Now, if you have got your specified education, you have got your degrees, postgrad, PhD, delete. Now you are supposed to gain some authority. That is Uttarashada. Okay. So we will discuss that. Thank you. Enjoy Dashera. Happy Sunday.